Can you briefly explain what progression theory is and why it's important?
Yeah, progression theory is an explanation of how things truly work. So, if we want to have a better model of inside our heads that fit with how the world really works, we're going to embrace progression over this other thing that we tend to have ourselves filled with, which is perfection. And we are trained to become perfectionists, that we can't be happy until we have things a certain way. There's a lot of factors in society. Marketers don't make money if we're satisfied, that kind of thing. So progression theory is the recognition that perfection isn't even attainable and that it'll forever make us happy. There's a standard of perfection and we'll never measure up to it. We'll never compare with it. So it's a shift. It's a fundamental reorientation to realizing that perfection doesn't exist, that really instead there's two general states we could be in. And if we look at our lives, we'll see this is true, that generally I've been in a state of survival, maybe financial, emotional, physical, depends, health stuff or money stuff or relationship stuff, just mental health, survival mode versus thriving, physically thriving. Maybe we could think of a time of financial thriving or relational thriving or, anything like that. So there's generally these two main states, survival and thriving. And of course, what we want is thriving. Now, progression theory helps us take that general idea of wanting thriving and then apply it specifically to the areas where we want to. So wherever we want to apply progression theory, we can. We can apply it to homework. If we're a student, we can apply it to getting good grades. We can apply progression theory socially. How can I change my social circumstances? Or physically, how can I use progression theory to enhance my health? I won't ever get perfect health, but could I make progression in my health? And so it's a set of concepts and tools that enable us to do that. Now, I want to naturally go into all those tools and just tell everything about it, but there's a lot to it. So the way we teach it is through a series of concepts, and that's what our social media is doing. In fact, I don't mind being transparent to say that we're launching anew or from scratch where we're really sharing the concepts. And so we started last time with the law of continuation, explaining that everything that exists is a continuation of what preceded it, and everything that preceded it is a continuation of what preceded that. So the law of continuation says that going forward, why wouldn't that also be true? And we can do things today that will impact that continuation. And when we do that, I call it progression. When we deliberately harness the law of continuation into our lives, into our work lives or personal lives, I call that progression theory. And once we're doing that, well, now we've got a set of tools and concepts that, as you practice and learn them, will really help you be deliberate about making progress in any area of your life.